And she's back. This is Ginger, who was deathly ill last night. She has survived. A miracle happened. I believe she ate something outside. I'm not sure. So what I'm doing now is when I take them outside, I put his Grace in here right there. Hey, everybody. As I take them outside, I'm now making sure I put them on a leash, and that way I can watch them. She was really, really sick last night. Kind of scared me because she's a little puppy, little baby, and she don't know you're not supposed to be eating shit that's laying on the ground out there. She's just eating away. I caught her eating something, and I don't know what it was, but wherever it was, must have passed through her system, and she's alive and well and ripping and running and biting. She's trying to bite me now. Having these little puppies can be like worse than having little children. And I knew that was going to be very expensive. I was going to take her to emergency care last night, but when she started she finally jumped about her bed last night and started eating and drinking water. I said, okay, so we're going to be okay. So this morning, I said, I done ate some breakfast. She was like, fuck y'all, I ain't about to go no damn place. I ain't going no damn doctors. I'm healthy, I'm fine. She was over there eating her breakfast this morning and drank all the water up and running around here playing and all just energy and Grayson, and it looked like they just having a ball together, which is why we got them, because Ginger, so she can go and have fun with Grayson. Anyway, so they're back to normal. It's a beautiful Monday morning. Today is Monday, November 14th. The year is 2000. In Trinity 2, it's almost time for Thanksgiving. It's like this year has flown by. I mean, man, it's really been... I started out this year looking for a home in the Miami area, and that I had to come to reality about that. That wasn't going to happen. Home prices have skyrocketed. There were too many people who were also looking at homes. So I retreated with my tail between my legs back to Atlanta. Let me see if I can find out here in Atlanta. Because I'm tired of paying rent. Rent was high. It was always cheaper. A mortgage is always cheaper than rent. You know, you can find you a home that's suitable. I think this home is suitable. Might be a little bit larger than what we should have purchased. So I'll say that. I would admit this is, because I had to turn this heat on. So it's cold outside. The good thing is this house is well insulated. So as you go on the upper floors of the house, there's no heat on up there, but it's still relatively warm. Heat rises. But as you come down into like this room right here, you got that heat on because you got all these windows and stuff in here. But with the furnace on in this room is tending to heat most of the house. I mean, so maybe today is in the 30s outside right now. Anyway, I went to the grocery store. We all know these grocery prices have got outrageous. At first, I was hearing people complain about grocery prices, and then it wasn't really bothering me that much. But lately, the last few weeks, I have looked very closely at these prices. I'm like, wow, this stuff has skyrocketed, and this stuff is expensive. And I'm wondering how people who have children, large families, how are they feeding all these kids? I mean, what are they, I have friends who have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children. I just wonder how it's very expensive to feed children. I mean, this food, and I must admit that I've been one of those shoppers that go in and just grab what I want to get out of it. But now I am looking at prices and getting the generic and the name, forget that name brand mess. In fact, I went to get some coffee and they had some McDonald's coffee Black Cafe. This coffee is actually pretty damn good. I never bought it before it was on sale. I welcome the Nickerville mug got chipped. I got to buy a new one. I ordered a bunch of them. But anyway, Now, the grocery prices, how can you find cheaper grocery prices? So I've always gone to places like we have Aldi's, and we also have Little, Lidl, I think Little grocery store. Those are two great places if you're looking shopping for groceries. And you can typically find these grocery stores in black neighborhoods. One thing I will say about living in Niggerville, your grocery prices tend to be cheaper in some of these off-brand stores. You know, you got the Piggly Wiggly, the Winn-Dixie, or some of these stores, Wayfield, the prices tend to be cheaper. And I've always kind of gone to these stores, especially if you're looking for canned goods or stuff in box. I don't know about the meats in these stores. I mean, everybody has an opinion, but I don't particularly. If I purchase meats at some of these off-brand stores, I'm usually doing it for dinner that day or Thanksgiving or Christmas. So basically, when me and my sister would go shop for Thanksgiving, we always would head into the black neighborhoods, go to these Big Bear, or Piggly Wiggly or Wayfield. I mean, we're looking for soul food items, soul stuff that black folks eat for Thanksgiving, and we find it at good prices. Another place I like to go is the DeKalb County Farmers Market. That's not very far from me where I live at now. In fact, I wish I had time to go today. I can pick up a duck. I do this duck where you kind of I smoke it, and then smoke it for a little while and then put it in the oven. It's delicious. So, I'm looking at there are things that you can do to bring your prices down for food to feed your family. And another thing too that I'm really good at doing stuff like I made a big old thing of tuna fish. It was delicious, and I can eat that tuna fish a couple of times a day, and it's healthy if you make it right. In fact, that's what I was buying some mayonnaise for my tuna fish when I noticed the price of Miracle Whip was high as hell. I said, this shit is high. What in the world? I realized that's when I started looking at these prices. I said, this stuff is relatively high. However, if you go over to, like I said, other stores in certain neighborhoods, the prices tend to be cheaper. Now, we know Publix prices are high. Whole Food prices are high. I haven't shopped at a Whole Food in years. They're on my feet now. Move. I haven't shopped at a Whole Food in years because the prices at Whole Food are ridiculous. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, I'm gone. You're going over everything. So we know the prices for at Whole Food, although Whole Foods and Publix are great grocery stores, their meat selection is great. Kroger, great meat selection. I get a lot of my meats and chicken and fish from Kroger's. I think Kroger, if I choose between Publix and Kroger, I go with Kroger because they have better prices. You can find some good deals at Publix, but you sure better be shopping around. And the good thing about Kroger is you have the Kroger Plus card, which you can get discounts on gas. So to be honest with you all, that's where I get all my gas from is Kroger, because when I shop at Kroger, I get a discount on my gas. And at some point this summer, I don't know how, but somehow I had as much as 75 cents off a gallon. And I was like, wow, and it popped up on that screen. I said, this is a lot. I mean, it's a good savings. I wish they'd get off of my feet and go somewhere and play. I got to find any little tree bones. I don't know where I'm all them bones around here. They were. Okay, enough. Go. Get away from here. Go. There we go. Get out of here. Move. Yeah, so if you're shopping for Thanksgiving, your best bet is to go to some of these black stores in these black neighborhoods. And some people complain about the food quality in these places. I've never had an issue with that stuff. In fact, I love this store called Big Bear, which is located near South DeKalb Mall. Yeah, they are in some areas that are quite questionable, but I've never had a problem with Big Bear's quality of the food. I go there. Like I said, there's another store I go to Food Plus, something like that. You can find reasonably priced foods here in Atlanta. I can't speak about these other cities you all live in, but if you go out there shopping, and you have a large family. And the reason I do this video is because I'm about to start figuring out what we're going to do for Thanksgiving. It's only 10 days away. And so I'm looking at my budget like, well, I thought about these prices to buy turkey and feed and food and all this stuff and feed these heathens over here. I have not yet made up my mind if I'm having Thanksgiving dinner here at the house. I probably will, but I don't know yet. This year has really, really flown, and it's going by quickly. I guess it went by so fast because I was over here working on this house and was kind of stuck working over here on this house. And so that kind of ate up a lot of my time this year. Hopefully next year will be much better. I did want to add, sometimes we wake up dealing with, when Ginger was sick last night, I was very concerned. I was like, oh, no, this dog gonna die over here. And then this morning, late last night she got better, and this morning she's back to normal. Sometimes we take a lot of stuff for granted. My mother, I talk to her every day. I'm grateful that my mother is alive and well. Sometimes I may not want to talk when she's calling me because she'll bring this phone off the hook. But I'm learning to just go ahead and communicate and talk. She just wants somebody to talk to. My mother has, because of her, I hate to say this, but my mother's religious views really kind of isolated her from a lot of people. And it caused some rifts between some people. And her behaviors, particularly her religious views, and how she was trying to force it on everybody else around her, everybody said, okay, enough of this. So I kind of deal with my mother. I love my mother. It's just that I know who she is, and she's just a very outgoing individual who believes strongly in her religious beliefs, and she wants to share it with the whole wide world. And I get it. But sometimes this can create issues and problems when associating with other people. So I was going to talk to my mother this week about maybe she can start attending in DeKalb County. They have DeKalb and City of Atlanta, they have these places for senior citizen type recreation centers. And I was going to tell her to give that a chance. Try some of these places because you never know. It might they pick up the senior citizens by bus and they bring them in there, or they drive over and they're brand new, nice facilities. They serve them breakfast, lunch, dinner, and it's something to do, somebody to play with. My mother never played cards or any of this type of stuff. It was against her religion. So my mother's not into those types of activities, and she ain't never been to a nightclub in her entire life. Kind of hard to believe. My mother's never stepped foot into a nightclub. She's never done any of that type of stuff. Not in the 52 years that I've known her. My mother ain't been sitting at nobody's club having drinks and none of that, so it's just who she is. So we were talking on the phone this morning, and I noticed, I said, my mother's she's lonely. I have my own life. My brothers and sisters have their own life. We can only do so much, but she's not married. The one person she was with passed away during the COVID crisis, and so I'm noticing something as I get older. I'm noticing a lot of people are spending their life alone. But in many cases, it is a direct result of the actions in the bridges that they burn with people. You can't go around burning bridges with people and expect, I try very hard not to burn bridges unless that bridge needs to be burned down. I've had some friends I've dealt with for years. We went some time we didn't speak. And then we became back friends again and associates. But I am finding as you age and you get older, it can be kind of lonely out here, especially if you have gone through life with behaviors that people may not understand. I guess the purpose of this video is that, we all need to be thankful for certain things. I'm grateful and thankful I have this house. It could be worse because it's freezing cold outside. I'm grateful that my mother is alive and well. There can be some issues, and this is life. I do complain sometimes about this particular home. I do think it's a little bit too large for us, and if I constantly remind myself that you could have brought something else, but we're here now, so ain't no sense dealing with that. But this would be a great place to entertain my family for Thanksgiving. So I know this video kind of all over the place. There's just a lot going on. My mother woke me up early this morning, and we were talking on the phone. And I don't know. I got to get her involved in some of these. Because I spoke to her this whole weekend. Every day I spoke to my mother. I'm gonna have to get her involved in some of these recreational centers. She's gonna have to. She can drive. She can go to the recreational center, get out, hang out there, and interact with people. My mother's constantly praying for people. She's constantly doing all this type of stuff. I said, Mom, you chase people away when you do that. But she feels like that's her calling. And I went to go pick my mother up last week sometime, and I pulled up, and there was some guy, she was praying for me and everything. I was like, here we go. But that's what she likes. That's what she enjoys doing. But at the same time, it's creating some issues in her life where she is pushing people. And that's my mother right there texting me. So, I don't know. This is one of those, it's one of the reasons why I'm still stuck in Atlanta dealing with my mother. My two older sisters have passed away, so that it just leaves us to have to deal with them. Everybody else is so busy. But anyway, it could be worse. But it is what it is. So I am about to cook me some breakfast. Like I said, it was freezing cold outside. I had to get up and to take these dogs. I had to put on a coat, scarf, hat, had everything on out there, running around with their heads. I'm trying to get them to use the bathroom. Having these dogs with a headache. Y'all ain't saw what's his name. Come here. So we're going to conclude today's video with Grayson. And here comes Ginger. Here comes Ginger. Here comes little sweetheart Ginger. There's Ginger and Grayson. Everybody's all happy and doing good this morning and in good health, and everything's great and hunky-dory over here. We get ready for Thanksgiving because we got a lot to be thankful for. Ain't that right, you two sweethearts? Isn't that right? You got yes. We got a lot to be thankful for. Today is Monday. It is November 14th. It's a beautiful Monday outside. It's a little chilly really out there. And this is the rest of the video, y'all. Monday, November 14th, the year is 2022. I'm out, and be grateful. And you all have a great day.